Welcome to this new video of learning ECMAScript6. So in this video we'll be learning all about maps and sets. So first we will start with maps. So maps, you can think of them as an object. So then to create a map, so let's create one const, let's name it my map, for example, equal new and map, like this. And after that it has or to create a map, it has a key value also. So you can think of it like an object, but when we want to create it, we type it like this: the name of your map dot set, and after that you type here your key and here your value. For example, here let's type first key and here first value. Let's create another one. For example, it's second, so second key, second value. So we'll just type sec and here sec. And if we want, for example, to get or to type for example one of those, we use get. So console.log, and here we use the name my map dot get, and we give it the name of the key, for example the key second value or second key. So we say we give it the name of the key. Now if we run, we will see second value here. Also we can use the size, or we can directly type the size with name of the map dot size, like this. And if we run now, error, why? Let me see if just like this. Yeah, so it's just size without parentheses, and it's true. Also, if we want, for example, to clear this map, we use just my map dot clear, map dot clear, and I think this one, it's a function, so we need bracket. So before we have the size 2, now we will see the size go to 0. So run, and here it is clear our map, or he delete all the key and value that we have in map. So again, to create a map, we create it like this, const or let, and after that the name of our map, and we used constructor new with map. To add something to the map, we use it with set, and we type here the key and here the value. And to get something or to show something from our map, we use it by get, and here we type the name of our key and we show the value. To clear it or to make it empty, we use clear, and to get the size of it, we use map.size. We can also check for something, for example check if we have a key. So we use console.log, and we use the name, always the name of our map dot has, and it's a function, and here we give it the name of the value. And basically this function will return to us a boolean, even if true if this key exists, and false if this key doesn't exist in our map. So first let's give it first key, so we know that it exists, so that means he will show us here true. So clear, run, and here it is true. But now let's add, for example, those s, so that this key is not in our map, so we will see false. Here it is false. And we can use also the for each loop, so as an object or as an array. So my map dot for each, and it can have like an anonymous function, and we will type here var, and we will directly console.log the value, so var. So now if we clear and run now, we will see all our value. So let me make this as comment, the size, and also show, clear, run, and we have just two value, and here it is the two value that we have, and we put them with using for each. And they exist like another or a whole other function that you can call them with maps, and we will see some of them, but if you want, for example, to see all, you can type this command call log map dot prototype. So prototype like this, I think, prototype. So we run it, we see this. Now open your dev tools. Here go to console, object, and those are like things that we can use with the maps. So clear, constructor, delete, entries for each, get, has, set, key, size, and all the other thing. And this prototype you can type it with object, array, and whatever you want. So I will leave it in here if you need it, and let's continue. You can also use the loop, off loop, like here, if we want to for example cancel all our map, but to see or to have the key and the value. So let's use an example. So for const, we will have here key and value of my map dot entries. So entries, I think it's like this, it's a function, and here it just console log them. So console.log the backticks, and let's type in here k and with the value. So let's use space, and here let's type our value. Value like this. So let's see if this is working. Run, and here it is, our key and our value. And here, if you like pay attention, we use the structuring, because in the entries we have to enter the key and to enter the value. So this entry, it returns just the key and the value. That's why we stock them in here in those variable, and here we just like show them or put them in the console, and the output or the result will be all our list with all the key and all the value. And here we use entry if we want to put key and the value. If we want, for example, just key, we type here just key, and here we will need just one variable because it will return to us just the key. Delete this, and now let's clear and run. Error, let me add this to see, clear, run, error again. Yeah, it's keys with the S. So clear, run, and here there is the keys, just the keys. If we want the value, so now I think you know it, type just values, clear, run, and here they are the values. And if we want the boat, we use entries. And another thing that I want to show you is the delete. If we want to delete, for example, something from our let's add something, a new thing, so okay, we'll type it del and deleted value, because it's the one that we will delete. And here we use map So my map dot delete, and we give it the key that of the thing that we want to delete. For example, let's delete this. Before, let's type them so that you can see it. So clear run, and here it is. Now let's delete it, run again, and here it is without the delete. So run again, and here it is. So we delete this set. And here in the constructor, of course, we can pass data in the first. So I will show you what I mean. And here let's pass, for example, k1 and value 1. So I will just type it val1, and same again with the k2 and val2. And now let's we'll always show them with output, and we need to see those also. So run, and here they are. Of course, we can put those in some variable and pass it to constructor with, for example, here data equal to, and here we will type, for example, this, and this, and here we pass just our data, and it will be like the same thing. So run, and here it is. So we can put them in a new variable and then pass them with constructor, or directly pass them in a new constructor. Both way are correct. So for the map, I think this will be all. So now let's go to the set. For the set, we create them also with the constructor. So const my set equal new set. And for the set, you can think of them like array, but with unique, I would say unique things. So we can't have two similar value in the set. And to add a value in set, we type the name of the set dot add, and after that the name. For example, let's type yes web for the first. We'll just copy and paste it for the others, and it can be any data type you want. So here I will type true, and after that let's type a number 5, for example, and here let's add also this 5. So 5. So now we have true 5, and we know now that sets don't accept two variable with the same thing. So here 5 and 5, we will see just 1 5. So let's see this, and everything in set need to be unique. So my set I will cancel this, not cancel it, just make it in comment like this. So clear run, here is it set object. Let's go to our dev tools, and here it is set, and it have just 3 entries. Size it's 3, and if we see the entries, we have just yes web 5 and true. Even if we add 5 2 times, but he show us just one 5, because as we know now, set don't have or don't accept some parameter or double parameter which are the same. Everything in set need to be unique. And here the same thing for set and the map. We can add any data type we want. We can even add an object, array, or whatever we want to set. So let's use an example of an object. So const object equal to, let's have just like a quick one, and be with 2, and let's add it to our list. So my set dot add, and the object is obj. So now if we see the size of this set, we will see that 1, 2, 3 and 4, because we said 5 he didn't accept it because he already have it. And if you want to make sure, in the go to your dev tools console, and here which is 5, let's check just set. So run, and here it is set where it's size 4. Let's go to entries, and here it is the object. So that means the object is added to the list successfully. And it's like a set, it's like the map. It also have size, delete, clear, and all the other function. So let's do a delete. So my set dot delete, and let's delete, for example, the object. And after that, let's see again size. So clear run, and first the size is 4. After we delete the object, and now the size it reduced to 3. We also can see the has, so has, and after that we give it let's see the obj. We know that we deleted, so first I will comment this. So that means here obj is staying in the list. Clear one, and here which is true. Now let's delete it and check. So clear one, and we will see of course false. Let's add another thing to the list. For example, const name equal to web, and let's add this name. So my set dot add name like this, and now let's run. We will see that it's 4. Why it's 4? It needs to be 5. Ah yeah, because I delete this, so I will not delete it. Clear run, still 4. That means he didn't catch those change. Run clear. Ah yeah, so 1. Ah yeah, because name is also web, that's why he didn't take it. So let's type test ES6. So now clear and run, and now it's 5. And here in the object, for example, has name, and he will tell me it's true because it has this name true. And if here I type, for example, web, also he will show me true, because basically here name we give it to web. So even we check with the name of the variable or the data stored in the variable are the same. And of course we can use for each with the set. So my set dot for each, and we give it, or it have a row function, and we just use directly console.log this s. So clear will make this as comment, run, and here it is. So 5. I don't know why he put 2 5 in here. Normally that's false, he can't do this. I add size, that's why. So I will make it also comment. Now if I run, see web 5 2 the object, and finally the name. And here of course inside this function you can type, for example, some condition if you want. let's do an example so that you can understand what I mean. So here let's do condition, for example, if type of, I hope you still remember it, s equal object console log, for example, we got an object, else just console.log the data. So console.log and here the s. So let's see if this is working. Clear run, error. Even if I have, normally if I have just one thing, I don't need to type choose bracket, but it seems that JSP don't know that, so let's type them. So let's clear, run again, error, that means something in here. Ah yeah, object in it's a string, it means I need to put it like this. So let's see this, let's try or check this if he know it or not. So if we have just like one line or we want to do just one thing for if or else or for example, we don't type the bracket, we type directly in the line. So clear, run, and here it is. And here for the object we type we got an object. So this is a way to show your list, and it exists another way like we did with the maps with the off loop. So here it is with the off loop, and we do like exactly the same here with sets. So let's do an example for const, let's name it val of my set. So my set dot values, and let's just console log do the val here off. So let's clear, run. Don't know why, so let me add those. So now let's run, and we see that it's the same thing as we did with for each. Also we can type for if we want the condition, so just type it, and here it's val and not s. Same thing in here, it's val. So clear, run, and here it is, same result. And here instead of the value you can also type keys like this, and it will do the same thing. So the same thing. So now you have like three-way, we said two-way for the map, the for each, and the off loop with entries, map to entries, and for set you can use also the for loop, the each for each loop, sorry, and also you can use the off loop with keys or value. It will show you the result will be the same. And so in set the key and the value are the same thing, but in map like the key is one thing and the value it's a whole different thing. But in set key and value are the same. That's why here if we call the key or we call the value are the same. We can also use entries like we use in here, but and it will return to us also key and value, but it will be like the same thing. We will see here for example ECMAScript ES6 ES6 5 true this object because key and value in set are the same thing. Another thing that I want to show you about set and maps also is that you can change them or convert them into arrays. So I will comment this and show you the example with the map first because I forget to show it to you, and then we will go and continue with our list. So here let's create a new, for example, map to array equal array dot from, and here the name of the list or the map, so from my map. After that let's cancel dot log this map to array, and let's see what we will get. So run, and here it is. So this is our map or our array. So now we convert like this map into an array, so we use it like this. Same thing go also with the list. So const set to array equal array dot from, and here we will use my set. After that let's cancel log and see this map, so cancel log this array, set to array, clear, run, and here it is. So at first it is, second, third, the fourth is an object, and 5 is a string. Another thing that you can use it is you can use also with just string. So const string to array equal arrays dot from, and let's here just type hello. After that let's cancel dot log to see it. So string to array. So basically what this will show to us is every character you will be in a case or in element in our array. So we will comment this, clear, run, and here it is. So it's good to know this, just like sometimes you will need, for example, to change, and you can also like do the inverse, change from a set to an array. For example, if you have an array and you want to delete all the elements that they are not unique, or you want to make the things in your array unique. So instead of going into a loop, you can like quickly change it to set, and it will be like automatically deleting all your things that or it will make your array be unique. So let's do an example. So first let's create a new array. So const r equal, for example, just 1 2 3 4 5 6, and let's add 2. So we have two twos. Now let's create a new set, for example, other set equal new set. Now let's change, and if we want like to convert this array into a set, we just put it in constructor like this. Now let's use for each, or let's use of loop to type or to see this character. So instead of my loop we use other character like this, clear, run, and now we see that we don't have this duplicated 2. If we even here add for example 8 and we duplicate 5, so we have 2 5. If we clear and run, we will see that we have just or our elements are unique. Same thing also with string, for example hey, and let's type another hello, let's type another, and let's type hey again. So let's clear, run again, and we will see that are two like unique. But if we put this in uppercase, so that now this high it's not like this high, so this means he will leave it there like this, because those two are different to JavaScript or to ECMAScript. And of course this other set we can also use it like with add, to add something, has to make sure or to check if some key exists, add also size, and the other things that we see with set. So I think this will be all for the maps and also for the set. This is all for this video. In the next video or in the next like 3 video, I think we will be talking about webpacks and other like technology like this. So this is all for this video. See you next.